episode 2 of Cooking in the Barrage. We've got our special guest. He's back again, Mike Johnson from Sugarfire Smokehouse. We're so happy to have him. It's hunting season. Mike, talk to me about what's on the table and what we've got left to do with it, please.
Well, I love hunting, first off. I've actually never been out in the field, but I hunt mostly with my car. I got a couple squirrels this year. This is a beautiful piece of deer loin. You notice how lean it is.
Yeah.
You know, I like to smoke stuff low and slow, but you get into stuff like this, like goat and venison and deer, this kind of thing. It's more like a hot sear than it is like just put it in the smoker and smoke it.
Sure.
Someone's already cleaned most of this. I think we should just take off a little bit more of this.
Yeah, for the sake of time, we
silver skin.
We cleaned off the silver skin, took most of that fat off, and so we want to do this because this is not the kind of tissue we want to be eating.
No.
Correct?
No, and I'm kind of tugging it this way and just kind of rocking my knife that way, and I aim the blade up because you don't want to cut the meat up. So I'm gonna get this off.
The thing about wild game, some people may not like the gaminess. Some people just may not be a hunter. But if you're fortunate enough that you've got a hunter in your life that's willing to come and help stock your freezer, this is 100% organic meat. You know, there's no chemicals in this. The stuff hasn't been. This deer was never in a on a farm. This thing is running free.
Look how it looks like a piece of tuna. Is what it looks like. It looks like a beautiful piece of A-grade tuna. Because you have to cook it fast, it's really hard to get lots of flavor in there. I always like to marinate this, do a quick marinade. And one of my favorite marinades is actually Head Country, their basic marinade.
Yeah.
It's kind of tastes a little bit of Worcestershire, but they have tons of herbs and spices in here. And you can't marinate this all day. I mean, this is like, I'm talking about like a half hour, otherwise we're talking about jerky. I like to go for about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes if you're feeling crazy.
Okay.
I'll just dump the whole thing in there. Close them up.
You're just gonna put this meat straight in there,
Boom.
Put our marinade right on top, and just leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone. No need to refrigerate because I'm gonna have it in here a half hour or so.
Okay.
And I don't like to go on a grill with like hot stuff or with cold stuff. So
got it.
This is gonna be the right temperature. I always have a all-purpose kind of a sauce for gamey meats like lamb or venison or elk. I love elk too. I love all this kind of stuff, and I like it to be fruity. So I always start out with some kind of a wild berry, or I love blueberries.
Okay.
So we can make a really simple one. I'm just gonna take a little pot here. I'm gonna start out with a little bit of cider vinegar.
Okay.
Now maybe a half cup, nothing crazy. Dark brown sugar, equal parts cider vinegar, dark brown sugar. Now I have some of these wild blueberry preserves, very delicious. I like it on toast. But it's a great flavor to go with wild game, all kinds of wild game, and it's so easy to use too. We're just basically gonna heat this up, and it's just gonna be a great sauce.
Yeah, on our last cook, you used orange.
I used orange on the turkey. Yeah, orange is great on fowl like turkey, duck.
Well, it's part of their diet in the wild.
It is. It is.
So we're just going to sort of accentuate what's already there. They always say, obviously, that wild game tastes like the things that it eats. Yep. So a lot of acorns, a lot of berries.
Oh yeah, berry exactly. Now I have a secret weapon here, and this is veal demi-glace.
Okay.
So it's basically made from roasted veal bones, and it's kind of a thick. I can get this at Whole Foods. You can order online, and that's just gonna kind of, you go to a nice steakhouse. You have a sauce like a bordelaise sauce. Now that's made from French demi-glace. Gonna put that in there.
So I can find this at Whole Foods.
Oh, easily, yeah. Amazon Prime, Whole Foods.
Okay.
Or wait, is that the same thing now?
That's the same thing now.
And then one more thing, I like to add a little red wine to hit those fruity notes.
Yep.
That you like to get, and then it's also gonna thin the sauce out a little bit and just add another layer. Flavoring is all about adding different layers to it. Okay, so we're just gonna stir this up really good.
Now, do we have to bring this up to
We're gonna bring it to a boil.
Great.
And we're gonna simmer it for a few minutes, and that's just gonna let the flavors meld, thicken it up, and give it a nice sauce consistency.
Excellent. What's next? These things have been marinating in the Head Country.
About 30 minutes.
Okay.
You can see it's got a little color on them.
That's beautiful.
I think delicious. This marinade has a lot of flavor in it, so we're gonna put some light rub on here. My favorite for this is Big Mo's beef rub.
Yeah.
And this is available at Academy Sports. So I'm just gonna go kind of light because this marinade has a lot of flavor in it already.
Copy.
So nothing too crazy,
Yeah, because when we cook these, we're obviously going to do these super hot, super fast.
Super hot, super fast. This is very lean. There's no fat on it. So when this hits the grill, it's going to be very dry and it might stick. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the turkey. I'm going to have a little bit of a duck fat. You can use canola oil, ghee, butter, anything. So I just have some of this delicious duck fat that adds an extra punch to any type of thing you're doing, eggs, anything. I'm just going to kind of pat this on here.
Okay.
And that's going to keep us from sticking on this grill.
Duck fat is on, and it's time to put these things on the grill. Royal Oak's hot and
Let's
ready
do
to
it.
go.
So I'm going to find my hottest spots possible in here.
Okay.
Because we want to go quick.
Got it.
So I mean, obviously it's hot right there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So this is going to be a really fast cook. I like this to be served about mid-rare to medium.
Yeah.
I don't cover when you're cooking something as fast like this.
Yep.
I would never cover. So we're going to keep this open here.
Yeah.
Look at
that's
that.
Gorgeous.
Man, look at that. Look at those little beautiful lines. I don't think we need to do diamonds or crisscross in here. What do you think?
No, this is beautiful.
In restaurants, and all the years I worked in restaurants, I've always temped with by touch. But I actually brought a thermometer. Should we tempt this thing?
Yeah, why not?
What do you think? I don't know. See where we're at. I'm going to guess we're going to be looking for something in the 125 range. We're still cold right here. Still 65, 69, 70, 71.
But it's coming up quick,
Yeah.
obviously. We're watching it here.
Yeah, it is coming up quick. No matter what I'm cooking, though, can be venison, brisket, ribs, anything. Always got to rest. Meat's always got to rest. So
Of course.
I'm thinking these things, we're going to pull them off, let them sit for 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
And let kind of the juices all settle.
Yeah, we want to let it settle, obviously, because if we pull this thing immediately off, that lesson that everybody has to kind of learn early in their cooking expertise is if you just pull that thing off and cut it open, all that juice is going to come out. So we're going to let it rest. It's going to set.
Yep.
Excellent. So we've let these things rest, and now we're back getting ready for our slice.
So we grilled them hot, didn't smoke them. Imagine that grill's probably 700-800 degrees.
Okay.
They're on there about 8 minutes, felt like.
Yeah.
I've let them rest for a few minutes. So I took them to about 125. So here, we're going to give it a slice.
Wait a minute, what are you doing here?
Got that nice tenderloin there. Oh, look at that. So I like to slice them pretty thin. I'm feeling like this is a really nice looking mid-rare right here.
Yeah.
Some people might like it a little bit further, but I think this is the most tender way to enjoy it. So let's not forget about this blueberry glaze we have.
Yeah, so you brought this to life. Earlier we had this thing, we warmed it up, reduced it down a little bit. Beautiful.
Nice and thick, not runny. This is going to be a great compliment.
This
Oh
is
my God.
this is absolutely stunning. Brian is hungry, so he's here with us. What an incredible cook here. Back in the barrage. It's right around the holidays. Mike, thank you, man. I mean, this is stunning and something that anybody can do at their house. Obviously, take the tips that I learned today, that hopefully you learned today here cooking with Mike. This is absolutely beautiful. So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
it was fun.
to you, all your family, happy holidays, man. Stunning.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
dear.